We're at the bottom of the hour. You're watching the Fox Business Network. Look who's back with us, Fox News contributor Saul Weissenberg. We love his insights. Saul, it's great to see you. Okay, Saul, even more stories about emails from Hunter Biden's laptop. This time, Vice President Joe Biden, despite all of his denials, he did meet with Hunter's business partners from Russia, Ukraine, and Kazakhstan while he was vice president at a dinner in Washington organized by Hunter Biden. The White House is not commenting. The Daily Mail is reporting this. What do you say?
Well, my recollection is that during the campaign, his campaign staff, President Biden's campaign staff, denied that any such meeting occurred. I don't remember if Biden himself did, but it's certainly a very embarrassing fact. Why do you have the Vice President of the United States at this dinner? Another question to ask, along with why is Hunter Biden getting over $80,000 a month? Why is his salary cut in half? But keep your eye on the ball. There's political scandal and there's criminal investigation. And what's quite striking is that there is a criminal investigation going on that started in the previous administration. To his credit, Attorney General Barr did nothing to politicize that or to even let it be known. And that investigation is continuing under the current administration.
It's about tax evasion and money laundering. Yeah.
Well, it's
about tax evasion and money laundering, right?
And potentially foreign ties. These investigations don't just say we're going to look at this and nothing else. They have a way of expanding, but it's very significant to me that there is an investigation that's been acknowledged. And I must be the only one left in the country who still believes in the special counsel statute. And to me, it's just preposterous
we don't know if that's
that you don't have a special counsel investigating the president.
All right, here's the other thing that's going on. I want to get to the story that you just indicated. All right, so one of the Burisma executives was at that dinner in Washington. The Ukraine energy company that was paying Hunter was at that dinner, reportedly, according to the emails, at that dinner in Washington, D.C. that Hunter Biden arranged. That happened in 2015, that dinner, that Joe Biden reportedly was at. 2 years later, and by the way, that Burisma executive thanked Hunter profusely, saying, "Thank you so much for introducing me to your father at that dinner. It was great to talk to him. Great to see you." Then 2 years later, Burisma cuts Hunter's salary in half. 2 months after Joe Biden left office, it was paying Hunter nearly $1 million a year. His monthly salary gets cut to a little over $41,000 from $83,000. That's according to emails that the New York Post got.
Yeah, well, you know, what do you want me to say about that? Connect the dots, you know. You don't have to paint me a picture. There's a reason that he was paid 80, and there's a reason that it was cut in half. The question is, can somebody make a crime out of that? I can tell you one thing, that when U.S. companies hire the sons and daughters of high-ranking foreign government officials, we investigate them. Our Justice Department investigates those companies for Foreign Corrupt Practices Act violations. So there's just no question. This is not politics here. There's no question. I think everybody understands this is sleazy behavior. The question is it going to result in criminal charges? And we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. The other thing that happened to another person reportedly at the dinner was Yelena Baturina. She's the wife of the former mayor of Moscow who wired Hunter $3.5 million. So she's at that dinner, too. But the other thing that happened was one of the emails suggests that Hunter Biden was using his role on the board of the World Food Program to use it as a cover to basically say this is as a pretense, this is why we're having the dinner. My father's going to be at this dinner. Remember how Joe Biden's team was saying, look at the vice president's daily schedule? There's nothing there. There's nothing to see there about anything to do with Hunter. Maybe you should be looking up the World Food Program on Joe Biden's, daily calendar.
Yeah, and there was an official from that organization who was there, but Hunter clearly says in the email, this is the ostensible reason for the meeting. But at a minimum, they were there to meet with the vice president. And if you recall from the investigation of or the coverage of Rudy Giuliani and some of his friends in the Ukraine, in some of these foreign countries, it's a big deal to have a picture of yourself at an event with a high-ranking American official. And that whole thing plays into it. So again, it doesn't indicate in any way that that Joe Biden had any substantive discussion with these people, but just the fact that he's there. I mean, is he so ignorant that he doesn't know what's going on there? Just the fact that he makes an appearance is troubling. He's the vice president of the United States at the time.
Yeah, it's good to see you, Saul Weissenberg. Come back soon.